Together, they collide next Saturday, August 21 in Las Vegas. For Yordenis Ugas, he spent 2 years away from the ring, returned in 2016. Since his return to the ring, he has gotten off and he's won 11 of his last 12. That only blemish coming a controversial decision at the hands of Sean Porter back in the spring of 2019. He trains under the guidance of Ismael Salas, and he's handed the first losses to the likes of Jamal James, Brian Perella, and also the very tough and durable Omar Figueroa Jr. Most recently, having defeated Abel Ramos in September of last year to capture a WBA title. He was elevated to super champion, and he will defend that championship on August 21st. He's from Santiago, Cuba, living in Miami, and trains in Las Vegas under the guidance of Ismael Salas with a record of 26 wins, 4 losses, a dozen of those coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Yordenis Ugas. Yordenis. Yordenis, how you feeling? ¿Cómo te sientes? Unmute yourself.
Yordenis, estás en mudo, tenés que quitarle el mudo. Ahí está.
How are you feeling, Yordenis? ¿Cómo te sientes?
No, me siento bien, contento. Una gran oportunidad para pelear en un gran escenario y estoy muy feliz.
Martin?
I'm feeling great, super excited to fight on this big stage, ready to go.
All right, thank you very much, Yordenis Ugas. Now let's talk to the man who will be standing across the ring from him, the three-time Fighter of the Year, Boxing Writers Association Fighter of the Decade. What can we say about the 8th Division World Champion? He has been involved in memorable, legendary matchups over the past 20-plus years that have thrilled fight fans all over the world, amassing wins over 7 current and future Hall of Famers, ranging from the likes of Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton, Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales, also Miguel Cotto, Shane Mosley, and Juan Manuel Marquez, also being involved in one of the highest grossing prize fight of all time against Floyd Mayweather. In his most recent performance back in July of 2019, he picked up another Fight of the Year contender to his resume as he went ahead and dropped then unbeaten Keith Thurman in the first round on his way to a decision victory over Keith Thurman, handing him the first blemish on his dossier. His record, 62 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins coming by way of knockout. Even at the age of 42 years of age, this man is defying father time and wants to continue to fight at a high level. The Filipino senator from Sarangani Province, Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Manny.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you for this interview.
How are you feeling, Manny?
Very good. I'm ready for the fight.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to start off with a couple questions for Manny and Yordenis. Manny, for you, when they told you about the fact that Errol Spence pulled out of the fight, thus inserting Yordenis Ugas, I felt like it didn't take too long for the fight to get made. What went through your mind?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say I pray for his fast recovery of Errol Spence. Health is priority, is the most important thing, and also I think I did my best in training, preparation for this fight, work hard at the gym. So I'm so thankful that it's not my hard work in training is not wasted. It's there's Ugas who are willing to fight in challenge this August 21. So good thing I can show my hard work, what I did in training.
Yordenis, when you got the call to fight Manny Pacquiao, how excited were you to be able to get that signature fight? And now you have that opportunity in 10 days' time in Las Vegas on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view.
Yordenis, cuando te dijeron que todo iba a cambiar para esta pelea y que vas a pelear contra Manny Pacquiao, ¿qué tan emocionado estabas por conseguir esa oportunidad de tener esa victoria que estamparía tu carrera y te permitiría comprobar todo lo que vos querés comprobar dentro del ring? ¿Cómo te sentiste cuando recibiste esa llamada? ¿Yordenis? Hola. Yordenis, ¿nos escuchás? Ahí está.
No, bien emocionado. Ante todo, quiero desearle pronta recuperación a Spain, pero pueda recuperarse bien, pueda regresar en 100% de su salud. Ante todo, quería decirle eso. Y la pelea, estoy bien emocionado. Estoy peleando contra uno de los mejores peleadores de la historia. Mucho respeto. Y es hora de pelear. Va a pasar cuando uno enfrenta a uno de los peleadores que ha respetado toda la vida. Bien emocionado.
First and foremost, let me wish Errol Spence safe and fast recovery. I hope he gets healthy soon. And as far as the fight goes, I couldn't be more excited when I got the call and I was able to find out that I was gonna fight against one of the best fighters in history. Nothing but respect to him, and that just heightened the level of excitement for me. I'm eager to show what I'm capable of on Saturday night.
And yes, piggybacking off of Pacquiao and Ugas' sentiments, we wish Errol Spence a speedy recovery, but we still have a damn good fight with Manny Pacquiao, Yordenis Ugas, in Las Vegas in 10 days' time on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. There will be electricity in the air at T-Mobile Arena. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Andrew Roberts for questions from the media. If you have questions, raise your hand, and also, when they call upon you, make sure to unmute yourself. Questions for Manny Pacquiao, the 8-division world champion, and the reigning WBA welterweight champion, Yordenis Ugas. Andrew Roberts, take it away, my man.
Thanks very much, Ray. Our first question is going to come from, let's see, Keith Idek. Keith, please unmute yourself. And you actually, bear with me. Brittany, you made me co-host. All right, excellent. Keith, if you could please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Thanks, Andrew. My first question is for Manny. Manny, can you explain to us how disappointing it was when you found out that Errol Spence was injured and not able to fight because you were so much looking forward to it?
You know, I'm not disappointed at all because my hard work and training was not wasted because Yordenis Ugas is there, willing to fight and challenge for the WBA championship. So still there. I mean, but I'm praying for Errol Spence for his fast recovery. Most important thing is his health. We care for everybody.
Thank you, Manny. I have one question for you, Dennis. Can you explain to us when you found out and when you found out that the opportunity to fight Manny presented itself, had you already found out that Fabian Madonna had suffered a cut and was not able to fight? Can you take me through that process?
Sorry. Bueno, contanos un poco de cómo fue toda la situación en la que te enteraste de todo lo que fue impredecible de esa situación, ¿no? Porque te enterás de que Pacquiao va a pelear contra vos, de que Spence está afuera, y además en ese momento te enteraste también de que Maidana estaba afuera por un corte. ¿Cómo fue todo eso en ese caos controlado para vos?
No, sí, fue algo, cuando Spain, me dijeron que Spain sufrió una lesión, Maidana también sufrió una lesión. De todas formas, yo estaba listo yo iba a estar listo para pelear, yo estaba listo para pelear esa noche, estaba entrenando para pelear esa noche, Y al decirme Pacquiao, eso fue el lunes en la noche, me dijeron lo que podía pasar y el martes salió el anuncio y la verdad fue todo muy, muy rápido. Llegué al gimnasio y todavía no estaba procesando todo, pero he estado acostumbrado así a tomar peleas con poco tiempo de antelación y pues soy un peleador y esto es lo que me gusta y lo que hago y estoy encantado por tener esta pelea.
I'm used to, taking fights at the last minute. Nothing that's, too out of the blue for me. What happened was that on Monday night, I was training at the gym, like I was doing so far, nothing out of the ordinary. And then I find out simultaneously that both Spence and Maidana are hurt. So once I heard that I was going to be fighting Pacquiao, I was game for it. I was super excited. And then I just continued on like I would have for any other fight because I'm more than ready to fight anybody.
Okay, great. I just have one more question for Yordenis, and I'll turn it over to someone else. Can you just ask him, Martin, does he feel like by beating Pacquiao that he'll validate himself as the WBA champion because he was elevated into that spot?
¿Sentís que necesitas ganarle a Pacquiao para validar tu título de campeón, ya que de alguna manera fuiste elevado a ese título? Pero vos, ¿qué opinas al respecto?
Sí, me escucho. Oh.
Sí, te escuchamos.
No, pienso que lo que pasó, a mí me elevaron a campeón en enero. Pienso que el sábado 21, el que gana ahí es el verdadero campeón de la WBA y estoy contento con ese desafío tan grande.
Yeah, what happened was, like you mentioned, Keith, that I got elevated to being the champion in January, and whoever wins on Saturday night will be the true WBA champion. No question about it.
All right. Thanks very much, Keith. Our next question is going to come from Erica Montoya. Erica, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Hi, guys. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to talk with you. My question is for both. What are the complications of such an emblematic fight taking place 10 days from now? You have to adapt the way you train, your strategy.
Thank you, Erica. I answer first. In my side, I always consider myself a bipartisan boxer, and I like fighting right-handers and southpaws. So it's not a problem to me. I've been fighting with right-handed, so it's not gonna be a problem. Thank you, Erica.
Bueno, thank you, Manny. Yordenis, la pregunta de Erika era, de qué tanto te complica este cambio de último minuto en cuanto a la estrategia, a la preparación. Por ejemplo, Manny dijo que a él no lo complicó en lo más mínimo porque él está acostumbrado a pelear contra diestros y contra zurdos por igual. Pero en tu caso, ¿cómo te impactó este último momento?
Sí, es un problema de hacer los cambios. Como te digo, peleé hace 4 años en Mayweather, peleé con 10 días con Duloma cuando Puente se quitó. Después peleé con un día de antelación en un show de Fotamay. Estoy acostumbrado a peleé muchas peleas aficionado con derecho y zurdo. Esto es solamente hacerle un par de ajustes y seguimos adelante en la pelea.
It's not last minute changes are nothing that I'm not used to, and it's just about making the adjustments. I had to make it a couple of times before where I was told that something was going to change at the last minute. Like 4 years ago, I remember I had to do that same thing, and I was able to adjust that same way. Also, a couple of years ago, same issue. So now I'm ready to adjust to whatever comes my way.
All right, thanks very much, Erica. Our next question is going to come from Chris Matthews with KLAS TV in Las Vegas. Chris, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
All right, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you doing this. I guess for for Manny, if you had to sell this, if for the fans who were excited to see you fight Spence, and now there was an about face in your fight and the other guy, as a promoter, as a guy trying to sell the fight, to get fans, to get your fans excited about this fight, what would you say? How would you promote this fight to the boxing fans out there who now have to get ready for a different fight?
What I can say to the fans is this fight is not an easy fight. Ugas is he's a champion. He took my belt, and we have to settle it inside the ring. You know, I never take him lightly for this Ugas fight, because Ugas is he's a kind of fighter that you cannot underestimate. So this is gonna be a good fight also. I mean, Ugas and Spence is similar in the same tall, so nothing changed. Just different style, southpaw and right-handed.
And then for Ugas, I'd like to just ask you kind of the question just on the opportunity that you have to fight a person like Manny Pacquiao, who has accomplished so much, and the opportunity to beat a guy like this. What does that mean to you?
Yordenis, ¿qué significa para vos el enfrentar a un campeón de la talla, del calibre de Manny Pacquiao?
Significa mucho, todo legado. Estoy aquí por mi legado, no tomo la pelea por dinero, estoy tomando la pelea por mi legado. Significa mucho tener todos los peleadores que ustedes tienen una oportunidad contra Manny Pacquiao. Yo la tengo ahora ahí. Y esto es por mi legado, por mi historia, por mi país. Esto es una de las peleas más grandes de mi vida.
This means the world to me, Chris. I'm fighting not for the money, but for my legacy, for my country, for my own story that's gonna be told. That's why it's about to me. This is the most important fight of my life.
All right. Thanks very much, Chris. Our next question is going to come from Jeremy Harridges with Fansided. Jeremy, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Hi, Manny. Hi, Yordenis. First question's for Manny. Obviously, the WBA has made a lot of moves with the welterweight title, rescinding titles, elevating titles. Does that provide you any extra motivation going into this fight?
Yeah. There's a lot of I mean, people around me, and reason that motivate me to win this fight. So a lot of reason, but I will not say that reason. One thing is, of course, my family expecting me to win the fight, and the support of the fans, and of course the enjoyment of the fans who are going to watch in the arena.
Yordenis, I know that a lot of people are going to be looking at you as the underdog in this fight. What would you say is your biggest weapon in this fight, and why should people be looking at you as not an underdog?
¿Por qué la gente no te debería ver como como que vas en Argentina decimos que vas de punto y no de banca, o sea, ¿por qué no te deberían considerar alguien que va de menos? O sea, ¿por qué debería ser considerado el favorito?
Chris, repite la pregunta.
¿Por qué? O sea, obviamente en esta pelea no te consideran el favorito, pero ¿por qué crees que están equivocados? ¿Por qué Yordenis Ugas debería ser el favorito en esta pelea?
No, soy un peleador que viene peleando, regresé hace 5 años. Hace 5 años subí a 147, tenía 15-3. Estaba peleado con lo mejor que se me ha puesto. Debía ser un campeón en el 2019 cuando me robaron la pelea con Porte. Seguí peleando, gané el campeonato. Pacquiao estaba fuera del deporte y me elevaron a supercampeón. Soy un campeón. Sí, Pacquiao es favorito. Tiene una gran historia. Yo soy un peleador que viene a ganarle y a sorprender el mundo esa noche.
Well, look, I'm well aware that Pacquiao is the favorite. But at the same time, I'm a champion. Ever since I came back 5 years ago, I have overcome so much. I have had fights stolen from me. I've fought really strong opponents, and I have just gone through everything in order to get to where I am today. So even though Manny is the favorite, I have full confidence in myself and my ability to come out with a victory on Saturday night.
Thank you, gentlemen, and best of luck.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. Our next question is going to come from Dan Rayfield. Dan, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. Yordenis, my first question is for you, Martin. If you could ask him, he had a 2-year layoff between 2014 and 16 after he had suffered a couple of losses and then came back and moved up. And I wondered, first off, if he could just talk about a little bit what he was doing during the 2-year layoff in terms of his mentality of we would fight again. And if at that time, which I think was probably a low point in his career, you'd ever imagine that not only would have these types of opportunities, have a belt and, be fighting a legend like Manny Pacquiao.
Okay, so it's a 2-for-1 question, right? First, what he was doing, and then what it means to him, like to have this opportunity at this point in his career, correct?
Right. In other words, did he ever think at the time of that layoff, in that down time, that he could be back in this level of an event?
Bueno, Yordenis, contanos un poco lo que hiciste durante ese parate entre 2014 y 2016 y también si en aquel entonces te imaginabas que 5 años después estarías donde estás ahora, peleando contra Pacquiao por el título.
No, en 2014 tuve 2 derrotas, me fui para mi casa, tuve 2 años y medio fuera, haciendo otras cosas, tuve mi hijo, organicé y sabía que podía dar mucho. Yo pensé que iba a pelear con Pacquiao defendiendo un campeonato, eso nunca lo pasé, pero sí pensé que podía hacer mucho en el deporte. Y eso es lo que yo he hecho desde que regresé. Siento que he sido uno de los peleadores más activos y mejores peleadores en los últimos años.
Well, Dan, when I came back, when I went away from boxing after a couple of losses in 2014, I focused on family. I wanted to spend time with my kid more than anything, my son. That's what was most important to him. And to be honest with you, back then, I would have never thought that 7 years later, I would be fighting against Manny Pacquiao, defending a title. But, the past 5 years, I have been one of the most active, one of the most successful, one of the most prominent boxers out there. And I'm here to prove myself once again.
Oh, very good. And I had a question also for Manny. Manny, it's good to talk to you. Manny, I know you addressed a little earlier Keith's question about the WBA situation, but I wonder, in any way, do you feel like this should be your title defense? I mean, you won the title against Thurman, and now they tell you you're not the actual WBA champion, and that it should, in fact, be a title defense for you. And does that in any way upset you that technically you're the challenger here?
I think this fight is gonna be define who's gonna be hold the belts, and which is it happened this way, so this is good. I mean, I'm so excited for this championship fight. I don't care if this is the champion or I'm the champion or no, but let's finish this fight first, and then we will see who's the title holder.
Okay, and if you win the fight, I don't even know if you realize this, when you beat Keith Thurman at age 40, you became the oldest fighter in the history of boxing to win a welterweight championship. Now that you're technically the challenger here, if you beat Ugas at age 42, you'll break your own record. What would that mean to you to have such another feather in your cap?
That's very good. That's very good because I'm myself breaking my own record.
You like that, right?
I like that, making history.
Great, thanks, Dan. Our next question is going to come from Farah Paret with Telemundo. Farah, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Yes, thank you so much. So Manny Pacquiao, this is another fight in your amazing career. What will you think that people want, what you would like for people to think about Manny Pacquiao, not only as a boxer, but in your personal life and career? What do you want people to remember you as?
The most important thing that I want people to remember me is Manny Pacquiao is a friendly, is a nice guy, and an inspiration to everyone, not only inside the ring but outside the ring, as as a human. Especially showing the love to each other and compassionate to each other. So that's one I want them to remember me. Not only in boxing.
Thank you. And for Ugas, me gustaría saber qué representa para la comunidad cubana ahora mismo tener a una figura de su país en estos tiempos que necesitan ese apoyo moral, espiritual, política, pelear con Manny Pacquiao, ¿qué significa para ti y qué mensaje tú quisieras darle a la comunidad, no solamente del boxeo, sino a la comunidad cubana?
Sí, todo el mundo sabe que soy un peleador por los derechos de mi país. Soy un peleador contra la dictadura de mi país. Todo el mundo sabe que levanto mi voz muy alta contra eso todo el tiempo. Y esta pelea es una plataforma increíble para yo lanzar lo que tenemos los cubanos, que es patria y vida, y pedirle un mejor país, libertad para todos los presos políticos. Y esta pelea es una oportunidad increíble para esas cosas.
The question from Farah was, what does it mean to you to be fighting against Manny Pacquiao, not just for yourself, but for the people in your country, in Cuba, that are going through hard times? And Yordenis replied that, you know, I'm a fighter not only inside the ring, but outside of it. I fight against the dictatorship. I fight for the freedom of my people. I fight for the freedom of the political prisoners that are in jail right now. And, you know, there's a saying in Cuba called Patria y Vida. It's basically country and life, right? So that's who I fight for, my people. That's the most important thing to me. And I hope everyone is safe and, you know, fighting for their freedom right now. And I'll be fighting for them on Saturday.
All right, thank you, Farah. Our next question is going to come from Manuk Kopian with the LA Times. Manuk, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Hi, Manny. You're taking this fight on 11 days' notice, and as everyone knows, you became a name overnight when you took a fight on short notice against Lilo Laguaba in 2001. Are you concerned about repeat a version of history against you?
No, I'm not worried about that because it's happened that way that Yordenis Ugas is he's the undercard. So my case before is I wasn't in the undercard. I wasn't in the card, so I'm just a substitute on that fight too. I think this time around, I know Ugas is also prepared for this fight because he's undercard. So he's in training. Good. It happened. You know, we cannot avoid it. What's happening right now?
Did you consider at any point canceling the fight altogether, or you did not want to waste any more time, or more importantly, a training camp at this point of your career?
Considering cancel the fight, yeah. I mean, if there's no Ugas in the undercard, there's no the same weight in my undercard. I think probably the fight will be canceled, but it happened that way. It's a good thing that Ugas is the same weight in welterweight division and he's undercard. So it happened that there's an injury in our opponent. So why we don't fight each other? So to settle down, who's the WBA champion? So that's the question.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Manu. Our next question is going to come from Katia Castorena with ESPN Deportes. Katia, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Thank you. First for Manny. Manny, it's been 25 months since we last saw you on the ring. So what can we expect from you and how do you feel physically?
I'm excited. So excited for the coming fight on August 21. It's been a while that I didn't have a fight, so this is gonna be exciting and can't wait.
Y Yordenis, ¿qué versión esperas de Manny también en el plano físico por el tema de la edad y por el tema de que hace poco más de 2 años desde la última vez que lo vimos arriba del ring?
Yordenis,
Sí,
¿escuchaste la pregunta?
sí, escuché. No, espero el mejor Manny Pacquiao. Me estoy preparando para el mejor Manny Pacquiao. Un peleador que siempre viene en la mejor forma. Siempre ha dado grandes actuaciones y no puedo, es un error el que lo pueda subestimar. Un guerrero y viene y estoy preparado para el mejor Manny posible.
So Katya's question was what Yordenis expects out of Manny, considering the 25-month layoff between fights for him. And Yordenis said that underestimating Manny Pacquiao is absolutely out of the question. He's gonna be ready. I expect the best Manny Pacquiao to be out there on the ring, and that's my premise. I have prepared to face the best, to be the best.
Thank you.
Gracias, Katya.
All right, thank you, Katya. Our last question is going to come from Mark Lallenwala with Sporting News. Mark, please unmute yourself. You can ask your question.
Hey, Manny, because you've trained for Spence this entire time, and because of this late opponent change and Ugas' aggressive style, how dangerous of a fight is this for you?
I think the only adjustment that I'm going to make is for this fight is the southpaw and the right-handed. So that's the only thing, because Errol Spence is aggressive also, and Ugas is aggressive, so that's good. I mean, we can create more action in the ring. The fans will love it.
Thank you, Manny. And Ugas, Yordenis, I'd like to pose a similar question to you. On such short notice, how much of a threat can you pose to Manny with your style?
Bueno, la pregunta de Mark es, ¿qué tan amenazador, qué tanto te consideras como amenaza para Manny Pacquiao con tu estilo, considerando que también esta pelea es de último minuto?
Dime la parte final.
O sea, considerando que esta pelea es de último minuto, ¿qué tan peligroso te consideras para Manny? Con tu estilo, además, tu estilo agresivo. Manny decía recién que él, vos seas agresivo, de la misma manera que él esperaba que Spence sea agresivo.
Bueno, yo soy un peleador que viene a pelear, un peleador que viene a dejarlo todo, a dejar todo esa noche ahí, la noche más grande de mi carrera. Comencé el boxeo a los 6 años. Pienso que lo que, a ver, lo que están apoyándome, pienso que no lo voy a decepcionar.
How much of a threat am I going to be? I can tell you that I'm not going to disappoint the fans that are supporting me. This is the most important fight of my life. I started fighting when I was 6 years old, dreaming of this, and I'm going to be ready to step up to the ring and give my all. I'm gonna leave it all inside the ring, and no matter what happens, that's gonna be my goal. Leave it all out there, and whatever happens, happens.
All right, thanks very much, Mark. For the press that are inquiring about it, we are going to send around a recording of this after the fact. But for now, I'll turn it back over to Ray. We'll get the closing comments from the fighters and wrap it up.
All right. Thank you very much, Andrew. And thank you very much to the media for joining us. Don't forget Manny Pacquiao, Yordenis Ugas for the welterweight championship of the world next Saturday, August 21, T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on Fox Sports BBC pay-per-view, brought to you by MP Promotions and TGB Promotions. Also, this from the odds maker standpoint, it opened up as a 2-1 favorite in favor of Manny Pacquiao. So the odds makers, at least when it opened up, they feel that it is going to be a rather close fight. We anticipate a great night of boxing next Saturday in Las Vegas. First of all, I will leave it up to Yordenis Ugas with final comments as he gets set to take on the 8th Division World Champion in Manny Pacquiao. And also for Yordenis, a message to the fans. Martín?
Yordenis, bueno, comentarios finales sobre enfrentar a Manny el sábado 21 y además un mensaje que le quiera dar que les quiera dar a todos los aficionados que te van a ver pelear, tanto en Estados Unidos como en Cuba y alrededor del mundo.
Sí, que esto sea una gran pelea. Le vamos a regalar una gran pelea a todos los fanáticos. Quiero mandar un mensaje especialmente a los cubanos. La lucha va dedicada a todos los hombres y mujeres que quieren un cambio para nuestro país. Todos los hombres y mujeres que cada día luchan por la libertad de nuestro país. Esta lucha, voy a luchar con el corazón para dedicarle esa lucha a ese pueblo cubano cuando desea un cambio, a todos los hombres y mujeres que están luchando por la libertad de nuestro país.
I can guarantee that this is going to be an amazing fight. Both Manny and I will leave it all out there, and that's going to be our gift to the fans. And I also want to send a greeting to the fans in Cuba, sending my best to all the men and women that are fighting for freedom, that are fighting for change. And I'm going to leave my heart out there for you. And that's my promise.
All right, thank you very much, Yordenis. And for Manny Pacquiao, the 8th division world champion, looking to once again take hold of his WBA welterweight championship as he takes on the champion, Yordenis Ugas. Manny, your thoughts as you get set to collide against Yordenis Ugas 10 days from now.
Thank you for this opportunity to promote the fight. I'd like to say to the fans, please watch this fight. Don't miss it. It's going to be a good fight. I'm not taking lightly for Ugas. Ugas is he's a good fighter and he's aggressive. I'm sure we can create more action in the ring and make the fans happy. And don't miss it. It's going to be a good fight. And I hope to see you in Vegas on August 21. Thank you, everyone, and to all the media, press, for always supporting and promoting boxing.
Thank you very much to Yordenis Ugas and Manny Pacquiao, the 8th division world champion. Thank you to the media, and thank you to all the PR members and all the members of the promotional staff involved. We appreciate it, and we will see you next week in Las Vegas for Manny Pacquiao going head-to-head against Yordenis Ugas on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. Have a great rest of your afternoon, and we'll see you next week in the fighting capital of the world.
All right. Well, that was. That was that. So we have Pacquiao Ugas. I'm tripping out right now because, man, freaking David Benavidez tested positive for COVID. So that fight's off too. Are any fights? I don't think fights are happening the rest of the year now. We're just going to cancel everything. Just everything's canceled. No fights are happening anymore. There's hella fights scheduled, but none of them are going to happen. Like, damn, man. Damn, I got to yeah, well, you got to roll with the punches, right? It's boxing. That's what we got to do. But it's pretty whack. I will say it's whack. Let's see. What are you guys saying here in the chat? I'll just start from the beginning. That's not a whole lot. What's up, L-Dub? Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not buying this BS. Let's see. BS intentionally pulled out of a fight so he won't have time to train for the next opponent while Ugas already been training and aware of it. I've been hearing people saying Ugas was sparring a left-hander on Sunday, but I mean, irregardless, it's 11 days, 12 days, it's 2 weeks and you realize the opponent's changing, that just happened. It's not, and everyone's in a conspiracy theories these days. It's like all the rage. It's all the rage in Europe. Manny should fight and retire. Man, he might. That might have been the game plan all along. He's 42 years old. That's what I wanted to ask Manny was if he was, now if he fights Spence, he's going to be 43 years old. Like, I don't know. And Manny's been talking about potentially running for president, and it's something about he has to make the decision in the next like what is it? The next like couple months or something like that. So so it might be over. It might just be, you know what I mean? I don't know. It might be. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hey man, this movie I know porque that's PVC. Trying to stay afloat. Multi-fight deal. Yeah, I just, you know, Al Heyman, who doesn't want Canelo right now? You know what I mean? Everyone. Hit the like fucking button, folks. Hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate that comment there, sarcasm. I do appreciate it. Hit the like button, please. Let's see. Ugas, I'm happy, so excited to fight the legend. Happy to take something well worth the check. Man, Ugas is a live dog. Ugas is a live dog. If you don't know Ugas, you better watch his fight with Porter, because he's no joke. Duck season. I love these people coming out saying Spence is Ducky Pacquiao. It's hilarious. That makes me laugh. What up? What up, D. Hodges? That's a big disappointment. Let's see. But you got to change your whole game plan. I know it's hard. You got to change your whole game, but yeah, man, with like in 10 days, 11 days, that's pretty nuts. Like fighters are done sparring usually by now. So, man, that's just weird. Yeah, that's weird. It's tough. It's going to be a tough one. Does this thing something like that? Oh, no, that isn't. My lighting's off because my light's not plugged in. Do I got it over here? Oh. Hey, look at me. I'm being prepared. Hey, better. I didn't realize I was this oil. All right. Let's see. I hope we see another Margarito beating. Dang. Nah, Ugas is better than Margarito was at that point. Teo Fury Ryan Ducks, I believe. Oh, you're right. I believe Earl is really hurt. I don't know if those three are necessarily Ducks, but but I love people talking crap on the internet. It makes me laugh. Please reclaim your belt from Ugas with a knockout win. Man, that's kind of crazy. Dan Rafael brought that up. That was a good shout out by Dan. It made Pacquiao laugh that Pacquiao's gonna break his own record at becoming the oldest welterweight champion in history at 42. He was already the oldest at 40, and now because he lost the belt and he's fighting for it again, he's gonna break his own record. That's pretty cool. So Manny was supposed to start boxing around the same time. I don't think so. Is that what they said in the thing? I missed it. I'm not surprised at Pac-Man being set up again. It happened on Bradley 1. It also happened in Australia. I don't know about Bradley 1. Oh, because he lost it? Yeah, I see what you mean. You know. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people see both of those wins for Pacquiao. Let's see. Spence is only human, fully fit. One of the best, but that's horrific. Crash is starting to show. The longer he boxes, the more injuries he's going to accumulate. I'm a fan and wish him a speedy recovery. Yeah, I think, yeah, you got to, yeah, hopefully he gets better. But I mean, that happens with all fighters, right? Your body breaks down. You know, sparring, all that stuff. It happens with everybody, period, whether a fighter or not. Oops. I missed that. Oh, here we go. I appreciate your channel, bro. Love from the UK. Hey, appreciate you, Craig. Thank you, man. Thank you. Fully fit. Let's see. Here's where I was. Let's talk about Let's not talk down about Ugas. The guy has been nothing but humbleness. I think he deserves the fight with Manny, but I got Manny. Thankful that Ugas was there to step up in the event. It's not lost. Yeah, I agree with you there, JD, because I'm definitely happy I'm covering a Pacquiao fight. Obviously, I would have loved to have been Spence Pacquiao, but the fact that I still get a Pacquiao fight and I'm not home, especially with David Benavidez just testing positive for COVID. So, man, hope, God bless him, hope he's okay. I just visited David Benavidez myself, actually, like about a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, was it? God, I hope it was 2 weeks ago. Now, when did I see Benavidez? Was Wednesday, Monday. Oh, I should be cool then. Because that was last Monday. What is it, Wednesday? Oh, I feel fine. But I'll probably have to get tested now. Was there to step up? But I got Manny. Yeah, I'm happy the event wasn't lost either, man. Great show. Thanks for the interview. Yeah. Salute to my LBDC brethren. Spence got scared. Got it, pal. Yeah, Craig. Man, I feel you on that one, man. I wonder if WBC will strip Spence in order to award the winner their belt. I don't think so. No, because injuries happen. Spence has been a pretty loyal dude to the WBC. Well, he just got it right against Porter, but no, you can't. That'd be whack. That'd be too whack. If it were vacant, I'm sure they'd throw it in there. They'd be down. Oh, they appreciate you, Craig Watts. Yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see, man. Ugas is no joke. If you've seen the Ugas Porter fight, you know Ugas is no joke. Ugas is the real deal. Pacquiao's the most raw boxer of all time. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've seen other people. I mean, shoot, a lot of people thought Marquez lost won the first 3 fights against Pacquiao. So, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say that, but I think the third one maybe you can make an argument for. But I still thought Manny won. I thought Manny won him. Benavidez needs to leave PBC. Why? Why, Hurricane Hank? I don't think so. I think they need to, because he was champion, 2-time champion with them. I mean, he was headlining in his hometown. It's a lot of cool stuff. I don't know about that one. Why do you say that? The only ones getting sick are those vaccinated. I don't even know if David is vaccinated, to be honest. Thurman got stripped. Oh, the WBC? But Thurman was injured for a while. Like Thurman had some long injuries there, like a year and a half, things like that. Remember he had that elbow issue. Thurman's had some issues, some health issues, and he's taken long layoffs because of those. So when stuff like that happens, I don't know exactly what the technicality of it is, but I know there's something about having to fight at some point or something. He ain't getting the fights he needs. Oh, PBC. Oh, David. I mean, I think the Uskatagi is a solid fight at this point. I mean, what are you gonna like? Caleb was busy, right, trying to figure out the Canelo thing. Canelo has the other 2 belts. I mean, there's a lot of, I don't know, what do you do as David Benavidez? Uskatagi's kind of one of the guys. All right, fight that dude. Obviously, him and Caleb would have been great a year or so ago, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I think he's all right. I think, it's just playing out the way it plays out. We want these fights all right away, right? But it's not, unfortunately, like football and basketball, where like the best fight the best every year, and we know who the champ is. It's just not. It's not boxing. Ugas, a point fighter. He's getting beat up, in my opinion. Too slow. The angles will mess him. Yeah, maybe. Who is that guy beating? Uskatagi? Uskatagi was a champ, right? Who did Uskatagi beat? I know Caleb got a championship from Uskatagi. I remember Uskatagi was. You kind of got me right now. I just can't remember who Uskatagi beat, but I know he beat. Let's look at it real quick. Let's see, Jose Uskatagi. Here we go. Venezuelan. Uskatagi. Let's see. I'll put it up here so you guys can see it too. Let's get rid of this one. Let's go here. Screen share. Uskatagi. Here we go. All right. Uskatagi, 31-4, 26 KOs. He's he's Venezuelan. Bolivita. I guess it's Bolivian or something. Why do they call him Bolivian? Let's see. Caleb Plant, that was a loss. Oh, Durrell. That's right. He beat Andre Durrell. He lost to Andre Durrell as well. Julius Jackson was undefeated. Look at that, 19-0. Oh, no, he lost to Korobov. Dang, who's running Korobov now? Korobov really needs to get more love, man. I like Korobov. So, decent dude. Just look at Korobov real quick, just because I'm interested now. Oh, Korobov has been on a skid here for a little while. Dang, he got a draw against. I don't even know who that is. Oh, and then he got knocked out by Eubanks Jr. All right, well maybe. All right, maybe Korobov had his time, but Korobov was the man. Look at that. Korobov was. I remember he was with Top Rank. He was the man for a minute. Anyway, all right. Where were we? A lot of recycled fighters. I see what you're saying, but I mean, it's kind of that's not only PBC. I mean, look, Luke Campbell's, is probably going to get a shot at Devin Haney before anybody else. Jorge Linares has fought. Imagine Jorge Linares if his name were switched up with like Ryan Garcia or something. Like Jorge Linares would have fought Lomachenko, Devin Haney. Has he fought Tank? No, he hasn't fought Tank yet. But I bet you Tank fights Linares next. I think Linares hasn't fought Ryan. Has Ryan fought Linares yet? No, because it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be Linares, and then it wasn't, and then Luke Campbell. So, it's kind of like the guys on the fringe right there tend to get a lot of work, kind of like Gamboa as well, because they're promoters have, I feel, enough confidence with some of those guys with their guys that you could still create a big event. It's still the guy still has names. It's all the questions of the measuring stick of do you want to do better than this guy? I mean, I ask those questions too, so it just happens in boxing, especially for guys in and around that like kind of that level, like right before the top tier, especially guys who are like promotional free agents as well, or even guys like I remember PBC and Top Rank never did work together, but when Terrence fought John Molina was PBC, but PBC was cool with it, but it also wasn't like a Porter or a Danny Garcia or a Keith Thurman or Earl Spence, at the time either. It was my boy John. John is a sheriff now too. Shout out to John. Has kept it for 3B. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. I feel like this is the same. Didn't you tell me this yesterday? They're about to strip Tio, give the belt to Rolly. Isn't Rolly already like a WBA something champion, like interim or one of the silver or one of those? Plant best win yet. His levels above. Yeah. His levels above. That's just kidding. He's decent. Stay in the gym. Stays in the ring fighting champs. Moss calling out names. Do you think Andy Cruz will cross over into the pro ranks? I don't know who Andy Cruz is, my man. So I'm not sure. Hopefully, because if he's good, is he from the Olympics or something? Hopefully, that'd be dope. But yes, appreciate you guys watching the live stream. So I will be going to Dallas if Virgil hasn't gotten, if that fight hasn't got canceled yet. I don't know. I need to check my Twitter, see who's canceled what. But yeah. Golden medal winner. Oh, okay. All right. He's Cuban. All right. Hopefully. Cuban fighters kind of need to get out of Cuba to turn pro. So, if he could figure that out, I wish him the best. Hopefully. Cuba's hurting right now, man. Cuba's hurting. I'm glad Yordenis Ugas gets to speaking before we leave that to the next thing. I'm glad Yordenis Ugas is able to have this stage to talk about Cuba right now, especially with what's going on over there. So, yeah, hopefully that goes well. Or that goes well. Sorry, my train of thought went. Hopefully it goes well. Him talking about it, and hopefully it brings some light and hopefully some positivity that some help that Cuba needs. Hopefully they get the help. It's musical chairs. Plant, David, Darrell, Jose fighting each other since 2016. Yet they pound for pound, holding up the belts. Yet the champs won't fight. It's happening, man. It's happening. Canelo's gonna fight Caleb. Watch, it's gonna happen. RGBA by KO. Yep. RGBA, Virgil Ortiz. All right, my peeps. I appreciate you guys all watching. Thank you. You guys want to hit the super chat? I always appreciate that. But for sure, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I will be in Arizona tomorrow. What day is it today? Oh, yeah, it's Wednesday. Oh, yeah, tomorrow. Oh, that's right. I'm packing today. So I will see you guys over there. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate your time. And just make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. And you're always going to super chat, super sticker, whatever, super duper sends, helps fund the channel. I appreciate it because, running the channel by myself, I am a full-time now with this. So share a little something with you guys also watching. But quit my school job and now I am full-time YouTuber. So, man, any and all support, I really, really appreciate. Keep just hit the bell icon so you get the notification. Just hit the ads because that helps as well. Yep. But yeah, so appreciate you guys all watching. Thank you. What is the title say here? Earl the Liar spends duck season. Oh man, the duck thing is hilarious to me. But appreciate you guys all. Thank you, and I will see you probably tomorrow because I'm gonna be live streaming from something. Oh, the press conference tomorrow. So yeah, man, I gotta set up a fight, Maul. Now that I'm full time, I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta see who wants to smoke and give me like 2 months to get in shape. Appreciate you guys all. Thank you for watching. See you next time.